Actually, well, I'm gonna do it anyway. These wall power connectors are nice. Oh, come on. They make things so much easier and nice. Ah, no, that ain't right. Okay, this row is powered up. Now it just needs ceilings. Get up top. I told you I did that already. Excuse me. Oh, bro, you should see the entrance to your main train station. You've been getting artistic again. I know you're doing some bridges and shit. Let's check something out here. Yep, didn't think I'd make that, but I can still do it this way. I'll have to, next time I see you streaming, I'll have to jump in and you can show me all your stuff. Oh no, I ran out of concrete. Check how the sink's going while I'm over here. Now let's just sort and that should be enough. Alright, let's see. Nice. Very nice. Only still 4, because I'm filling up my containers. I was actually putting, you know, like 2,000 items in, and then I went and changed my containers. Of course, I'm using a lot of more stuff too. But I'm going to need to go get me some sulfur and quartz eventually and caterium. I need to get all those things going. I just want to make quarter pipe foundations a bit taller. Yeah. Once I got to get my buildings done, and I've got to fill in my other manufacturing, my other production facilities, and all the stuff, and then I can start doing oil. Oil will be next for me. I've got to figure out. I got to do some calculations. I want to do some calculations this weekend, but I'm beginning to wonder whether or not compacted coal is even worth using for power. Matt, I think I'll figure it out a little bit quicker than that. Well, here's the thing. Now that they've added water, okay? Now, depending on where you are, up in this area right here, I don't think it's actually going to be much, because you can only get 6 water extractors over there. Well, yeah, compacted coal to turbo fuel, that's the thing, but you can only get 6 water extractors over here to supply those guys over there, which means are you actually using more power to make the compacted coal with the miner and the assemblers and everything, when you could just, would you be able to just supply coal to them even though it's less efficient? The math, I haven't run the math yet, but it might be close. If you've got enough places to do enough water, then yes, it would be better. But since you can only get so much water over there, 40 coal generators is the max you can get there. Well, yeah, but see, the thing is though, you do use less, but you're also, you know, you could supply, well, let's see, 40 times 15, 600 coal per minute will supply 40 coal. So we're talking, and it's a pure node. So if you get a Mark III miner with one slug, okay, you're pulling 54 or 57 watts of power, megawatts of power. Okay, you would be supplying another miner for sulfur, which would be 30 there, and then your assemblers and everything. You may as well not even go for it. You may, over that, in that area right there anyway, just that area. There's no you've got the sulfur there. You can make the compacted coal, but you're actually using more power than you would need if you just put one Mark III miner with one slug and did straight coal. It could supply it all. So while there is sulfur over there to make compacted coal, I doubt I will use that for compacted coal. I'll doubt I'll put those on compacted coal, because it's, you actually are going to be, I'm actually gonna add it up, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna be on a power deficit over there if you go to compacted coal for your coal generators. But just in that instance. And that's because you don't have the water for more. I'm liking the look of this so far. You can put, well, I've got 20 over there, well, 21, but I've got 20 over there connected. You can put 40, you can supply 3 water extractors fully slugged will supply 20 coal generators with power, with water, with no water left over. And since you can get 6 in that water spot over there, that means you can supply 40 generators over there. That's what I've got. I've got 40 I've got 20 over there. I laid it out for more whenever I need it. $15. Right now, I can only support. I've got 20 running, but I can only support 18. But if you take I'm gonna need more concrete. Whoa. Yeah, it's 15 per minute. But like I said, one Mark III miner will supply enough coal for the 40 generators without doing compacted, so with one slug in it. So if you were to power a miner for sulfur and then the assemblers, you're actually at a deficit of power. Even though you're being more efficient in the coal use, you're using less coal for compacted than you would, you're actually burning more power. But it's only for that area. That's what I'm seeing. I haven't actually ran the numbers, but you're mathing it for me. Well, I look at it this way. A Mark III miner uses 30 megawatts. So you use 57 megawatts with a Mark III miner with one slug. So if you use 27 megawatts burning your assemblers, then you're going to be behind on power. And well, that one doesn't. Okay. Look at it this way. I think over the discussion we had earlier about microfactory versus centralized factory, I think I will do a mix as my last try of reduced spacing. All right. Figure out you can only supply 40. Go ahead and figure it out for 40 coal generators, because that's all you can put there, because that's all the water you're going to be able to get. So work it out for 40. And you have to figure out how many assemblers you're going to need, which I believe will be over at least 3 assemblers, not counting if there's going to be slugged. I'm pretty sure you'd be in a math deficit. But work it out. I believe I am off a little bit here. Oh yeah, I'm way off. Well, we're good for now because we're gonna. But just me eyeballing it. I believe the sulfur is pure also. Yeah, that's the. Well, let's see. If you need 600 coal. Let's see. Mark two on a pure. Can you get? Let's see. Three, not six. I want a three. You could use a Mark II miner and burn 52 power, which would be better than a Mark III. So I would use a Mark II miner and only burn 52 power. No reason to go up to a Mark III. Yeah, because a Mark III, you put one slug in a Mark III, uh, you're getting 720 coal, but you're burning 57.4. You only need 600 if you're doing straight coal to burn all 400 of all 40 generators. So use a Mark III and burn 52. A Mark II and burn 52. No Mark III miner. Not required. Oh, I can do this though. To power 40 plants, you need. Actually, to power 40 plants, you need 600 coal per minute. 15 per 600. Okay. Well, all right, with compacted. Right, you don't need as much. That is true. Like I said, I haven't actually run the numbers. Oh man, I screwed that up. I don't believe I did that. What does a Mark III mine on pure without shards? 480. I don't believe I did that, but I did. Well, coal is temporary, but the thing is, once you have a coal power plant running, unless you need to pull that coal for something else, why not leave it running just to add to your power grid? I don't believe I did that. Man, I screwed that up. I have to fix that. Chins, thank you for the gifted sub to Andy. What's the power drain of a Mark III with no shards? Power drain of Mark III, no shards, is 30 megawatts. Like I said, I haven't done the math and everything. I was just eyeballing the math, and I figured it was going to be close. Still can't believe I screwed that one up so bad. So for 2 Mark III miners, it's going to be 42 megawatts. And 1 Mark II miner at 3 shards would be 52 megawatts. I can't tell you what the underclock megawatts are. I don't know those. I now know how you felt placing those 2,000 containers. Yes. Mad. Those 2,033 containers. Believe me, I know. So, 21 megawatts for 1 Mark III miner underclocked. All right. We're doing science. We need Professor Proton. So the 2 miners will be pulling 10 less megawatts than the 1 miner. That's not looking too good for your numbers, because if the two miners are pulling 10 less megawatts than the one miner, the assembler is going to be pulling more than 10 megawatts just for one assembler to make the compacted coal, and you're going to need more than one. Well, the thing is, if, here's the thing, let's just put it simply. If you run the 40 generators off of one Mark II miner, it will run at 52 megawatts. We're not even counting water costs, because that's going to be the same for both of them. So we're just counting, other things. Your total deficit of power will be 52 megawatts. If you're going to run compacted coal, you're at 42 megawatts just for your miners, not counting, you got 170 megawatts for your assemblers. You're actually losing power now. Shoot, I'm at fuel already, over 4 megawatts of power and only using 1.8. Nice. Still a nuke power plant down, problem sorted. The problem with nukes is the amount of water it takes. Then you aren't. Oh, yeah. But I will admit that in other places, compacted coal will work better, because you can supply enough water for more than 40 generators. But in that area over there, you can only supply 40 generators. You lose power. You go on a power deficit if you pull in compacted coal. Yeah, but you got to think, training in water, you're even using more power. Because if you bring a full train car, you're going to be burning the 110 megawatts just for the train. Yeah, Matt, that hazardous waste disposal area I made was a lot. Okay, I get what you're saying, but here's my argument. People care about power efficiency when you have the entire map. Well, it's not about power efficiency. It's uh, why waste the time to set up a sulfur and an assembler to make the compacted coal when it's not needed? You just throw down one miner, you're good to go, and you're ready. Imagine a lot of trains waiting to bring cool water to a nuke. I know, but we're doing the same once. Yeah. I will eventually have to do another nuclear power project, but I will be bringing water down from the Red Forest. That's the only, or either bring water down from the Red Forest or do the nuclear power plant out at sea. I was also thinking you could do it out at sea, and if you do it out at sea, you could have a nuclear power plant and water extractors around it. Boom. Okay, so let's do some walls. More walls. Like that, before they put, the water extractors and everything, the need for water with a coal, that area over there was great for it because you could supply a whole crap load of generators. But now you're limited to 40. Uh, I'm using almost gigawatt for turbo fuel where I could use. Then you don't need water, yeah. The really sad thing is all these walls that I'm putting up will eventually get torn down and replaced with, a lot of them will get torn down and replaced with glass. Well, I'm kind of stuck with coal right now because I don't have oil yet. I'm going to get oil here soon. Actually, I could get oil now, but I'm kind of busy making my factory look like a factory instead of a haphazard collection of fabricators. Screwed that up, didn't I? Hey. Yeah, I'm taking it slow too. Because I know I'm going to get to the point where I was before, where I'm going to have to be doing projects, and that's fine. I'm in no hurry to run this thing through. I'm enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the new stuff. And the easiest way to learn the new stuff is to come into it naturally. I built this abortion for a starter factory that needs to be demolished. I've already demolished my abortion. There's just a couple of things left on the ground, but it's where my doggos are. My 7 lovely doggos. I need to get to bed. A wedding tomorrow. Wedding. Well, enjoy your wedding. I'm glad you stopped by and we had our little math chat. I'll have to look out for your stream. Your bro is getting hitched. Well, either congratulations or consolations are in order. I don't know which. Go back over this way. How we doing on concrete now? Let's see. Alright, so I've got hardly any plates, so let's do this. Alright, let's do this. Let's take all of that, put it there. Anyway, have a great stream. Further good luck. Alright, Andy, thanks for stopping by. You have a good one, and I will catch you next time. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll take 10 of those. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those. So that leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll take 3 and 3. Now we're good to go for more wallage. But I think I need to get some more water. Where was it when I ran out? Where did I run out? Where was I? Must have been here. But while we sip some coffee here, I'm going to go refill my water glass. Give me just a moment. I need more liquid refreshment. It's a requirement. We will fill up the water glass and get back to building my buildings. But yeah, all these things will eventually change to glass. And I'm running with an idea for power also to make it less intrusive, but I'll have to wait until I have the glass and everything to actually worry about that. But I've got to get. I'll have to get fuel, oil, and fuel. Got to get plastic. Plastic's a big thing. So we'll get those. Ah. All right. Next line. Next area. And boom. Uh, 90 piece of my fuel is from the waste product of making plastic. Yeah, I well, like I said, I don't have all that, but I'll be working all that information in my thing. Okay, so we've got now we can go just a little quicker to get the last row. Once I started rubber plant, that should cover all the power needs for a while. Yeah, like that. I don't have all those things done, but I will get all that information and use it and utilize all that as part of my stuff. Nice thing about doing all this is I will get a nice stockpile of everything that I am making and then start getting coupons from the overflow due to the awesome siphon. Patent pending. And that was one of the things in the stream they did last Tuesday when people were talking about overflow and everything. It wasn't even coming into my mind to be wanting something for overflow because I'd already figured out what to do with my overflow. Okay, now what we got for? We can do. I need cables. I'm gonna need cables. Definitely gonna need cables. So let's go grab some cables. Ah, look, cables. And we'll need more concrete. I'm gonna have to boost my concrete up here eventually too. But I should be able to handle all my load here with this. Start right here. Power, let's go with. All right. Bad boys, all done. I do need to change the wall mounts later on too, but uh-oh, I'm out of wire. No! I ran out of wire. How's my wire doing? Why am I still having a wire problem? Okay, Jens, got heading to bed. Have a great day. Jens, you have a wonderful day. Have a great weekend. Thank you very much for the gifted subs. Much appreciated. Have a wonderful weekend. Thanks. Thanks a bunch. I gotta find out what's going on with my wire. It should have come back by now. Why is my wire production dead? It's the next one. Whoa! Spin out! You killed it with your mind, huh? No, this isn't wire. Here's my wire production. Okay, you're at 99%. 99%. 99%. 99%. Okay, everybody is producing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 guys producing wire. I just realized I still have to belt all the containers. Yes, that. And in the middle of there somewhere, you'll find out you've twisted a container around. You like have to take it apart and put it back. It happened to me. Okay, now we're making 30 out of 15. 30, 15. Okay, so wire is being used. 60 is being used for cable, and 80 is being used for stators. So now we got to go check those. All right, did 3 rows the wrong way. So, actually, let's just. All right. I'm going to come all. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back and take a look at one more thing. Back, double check something. Make sure there's. We are not having any backups. Everything is flowing like it's supposed to. Okay. So let's go this way and make sure my outflow is just. Outflow is looking good for wire. So, now let's check here for wire. All right. I've got wire going out in 2 places. One is right here.